One. Hey. Yeah. I knew
Here in this first half, such an integral part of this offense. We'll start this next drive. First and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He runs with it. And he is out there at the 45. You can see a handful when he gets loose. What a good start that is. Scrambled on the opening play for a first down. They'll run here. This is Devon Achad. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Not seeing some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Going to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for ground. The gun, he'll throw, moving outside the pocket, and a nice run down the scramble. Pick up on the 8. They are in much better shape for this third down play call.
A gain of 8. brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll look to throw. Now a screen, set up for H.M. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. With play calling where the drive continues, another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run right here. It's H.M. And they'll work forward to about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with H.M. And we'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Once again, it's H.M. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
TJ Edwards on the tackle.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
Off the play pick, he'll look to throw. Trying to escape, he can taken down back at the 16. Nice play in this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd.
Ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of preseason?
The biggest emotion is probably relief, especially for some of the older guys like it. Did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically?
Oh, trouble, and down he goes! Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This pressure is relentless as they go again. Getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's H.M. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. This will be a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop the throw. Taken in by H.M. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Comes to the line now. It's the 1st down and 10. Here's a give to H.M. He'll take this ball 40-yard pass. TJ Edwards there on the stunt. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Suggs backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver. Get it one final time in this 1st half. Just a lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That runs caught. That's Luke Hesmer. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. For their 1st possession of this 2nd half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Mississippi. And he'll be taken down past the 40-yard line.
That's good for us Dolphins. First down. First and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. It moves to second and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And what a fly to Anchin. And look at it. 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
We'll try and run it here. It's Anchin. And he's going to have the Dolphins' first down. As this defense is unable to hold. Gain of 7 on that third and 2.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'll run here with Anchin.
Good shot.
And he will get to the end zone. Come on, Anchin. Touchdown. Stop the
They're running together.
And the offense to get started on their next drive find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They have that play dialed up defensively. Stopped him in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play.
It's third and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. First and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they bring down the territory. They get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 14. Good way to start the fourth quarter with a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, one catch there. He pulled it in one hand. First time they put his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? For him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and we got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
Contact as he delivered it there on the pass. Was incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point. Let's get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of there. It's right around midfield. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down. First down, they'll run it on the draw. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. It's Kobe Bryant that time. Up from the safety spot. Gets there to make the play. Throwing now on 3rd and long. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss. Getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. Off he goes. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
That's good.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Throwing now from the gun.
Dang.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive. And see.
Ready to come back out for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Overnight down the field, back down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26.
1st and 10.
4 quarters, not enough to find a winner. Both teams plenty to chew on before the regular season gets going. But for now, your the first quarter numbers, and now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10. Taking the give, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
Oh, man. I paused.
They possessed the football for the 2nd time. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. To the air now on 1st and 10. Moving to his right. That one complete to Kazmarek. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one is caught. That's Chris Bell. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. First carry here for Devon Achane. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a terrific run. They finally bring him down past the 15-yard line. On the draw with Achane. An experienced run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
That sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play that changes everything about this drive.
To get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Somewhere to go. Defense with other ideas. They stop him. There'll be no gain. On 2nd and 10, though, throw. Unable to connect there. It's in Morgan. He was looking for Morgan Williams there. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate. Like, we sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled.
The first man?
He's got to settle down.
Ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And it'll bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I, back with more on this opening week after this. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And a good job following his blunder is a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. After ball to the ground. It's incomplete. Third down and 3 coming in. He'll drop the throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Dolphins first down.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that run. First down, Miami. He'll look to throw. There's the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they have for second and 10. Back to throw. He connects with Mims. Goes back down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up Marquez. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He dives and what a catch for the first down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock is stopped for 21 seconds to go until halftime. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. Out to his right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Yeah, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, I'll tell you what.
Ready for their opening possession of this second half. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Back up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Run up the middle with Achane. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Off the play pick. He'll look to throw. Push to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And up and down, just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down. On the carry, it's Achane. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They're on the mark. Another first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a fleet Aaron Glenn. He has made the decision. He wants another look. And out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control. So that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's really down. It's complete. And we'll move this ball way down. into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Egypt. And they mark down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, he'll run it. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete, there was no speed. Ready to take over once again. We lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side, taken in by Diggs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And with Dalton, 1st down.
Well run with H.M. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's H.M.
At this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. That's exactly what the offense is trying to accomplish, keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running?
Pressure there, in on him, he will go down. Back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's H.M. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with H.M. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line. A run out of the gun with H.M. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. Don't forget, clock at a stop. Only hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's a give to H.M. And here's Wentz backfield. The defenders backfield will blow up that play behind the line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Going now from the gun. Big down the reception. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. The offense to get started on their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. As the Dolphins' game ends, the questions begin. With how they begin the new season, what exactly does this team believe it can accomplish?
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words, and the sound of the drum roll. Brooks, ready to begin another drive. And then in a tie game, you can sense it might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other.
Well, for this tape, you know what I know. It's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
First down, play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. He's off the field. It's going to be second down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Ryan for the first down with a little bit corner. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
Oh, he's got to run for it. This hit high on first out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that leaves a Miami first down. Opening carry for Devon Achan. Shoots away from one. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL tape. I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. We did a week ago with this guy, and he's out to an excellent start.
He's going to be taken down, so call about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first. A-Champ gets this on a draw. And all he can get is 1 yard, and that right into the defensive front. We can look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 15 carries, well over 100 yards. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rolling off the play fake. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. He's figuring just to get rid of it there, Crawford. No chance. It's 3rd down. Pass play now. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They started just shy of what they needed. Which was Steve Connor coming up on 4th down. Fourth down, pass coming. The early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got enough for the first. This drive is going to continue. And the shotgun will give it to A-Champ. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And throw this from the gun. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Oh, that is going to enter a drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. He can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And Bob Company's back. We're going to get any reaction they wanted after that catch. The completion limited to just 3 yards. Now it's 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right or wrong. Why sitting?
Quarterback ready to take over once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Easy throw. He's not going to get away from this. He's run to number 10. Cam Jackson there. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Going on 2nd. Razors this one deep down the middle. And someone slipped in. It's intercepted. Casey on the ground. And the Panthers. Back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Just driving A-Champ. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the open play this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call in 2nd.
On the left side, and Brown has it. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's not short after a game of 7, 3rd down. Pick it up here with A-Champ. They get to him and take him down after a gain of 3. And that's going to be good for Dolphins' 1st down.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Small man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across the field before he's brought down. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's the throw. Escapes the pocket. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. On stage, right side. Nothing to it after the good gain on it. They're down to the 35. H-in here out of the gun. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. Not going to get us out here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Still to go here. This is second down. We're going to try and play here. Here's a screen for H-in. For a gain of about 5. This gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the middle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8. Great start on that first down. We need 2 here on second. He's going to throw this one. Close punch. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Sticking with the air here. Oh, no, he's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Stephon Diggs capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Slant route as it does so many times. Their next series, let out on offense by their quarterback. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll throw to begin this drive. With the defense coming out firing here. Start this second half. Good is there to break up what would have been a catch. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Look to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. He's stopping at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up. He's headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd down run from H-in. He's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line. That's still good enough for the first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Staying on the ground here with H-in. This is pushed ahead through game 5. And Lloyd on the tackle. Sure seems like running and a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Bronx, but right there did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex.
And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Jalen Phillips. His first of the season. He had a 10-sack campaign last year. Here we go. Slowing on. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And it's going to be fourth down. Right after there, with the completion there. Right back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Give a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other.
Closes in on him, and he's dropped to the 2. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Second down, carry for H-in. Rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now, out of the shotgun. No loss, that's incomplete. It means it's 4th down. Back out on offense. And quarterback returning to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Taking on first down. They drop this down to H-in. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. There's H-in at the middle. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to be the Dolphins' first down. Fresh set downs now, from the 39. H.A. the first down carry. Saw the lane, he did a quick call out of gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's H.A. on the inside again. Down at the 10. There it is. Touchdown Miami.
Sad. But they gonna give up a touchdown.
Their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Back to throw. And this is going to be launched on again. It's incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He is to throw. It is caught left side. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that is a Miami first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball to 44. Now H.A. Speak up here. 2-yard gain at most at second down. Setting up to pass. Chase out to his right. He can run it. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and move them in the field goal range. H.A. gets it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now we got time out by the Panthers. It's that first. And they still have 2 available for them until we approach the end of this game. H.A. again on second. Hopefully he can't do so. They got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Let's stick with H.A. We'll give him a first set downs. That play goes for 10. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now their power was to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. H.A. again. They're getting a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting better and on that one. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong way there to the problem.
In the old West Coast system, we call it
Fitz. In this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. They'll run it. This is DeVon Achane. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They were 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Once again, it's Achane. That's the way you want to run on 1st down. A gain of 7. Away at the 6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll throw out of the gun. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Wilton Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pass completed to Douglas. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is complete. They elected to throw.
That's not bad. I really pressed the wrong button.
Ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points in this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Well, on the run is complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice twitching catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced to his right, and will run it. And he will scramble here for about 4. And that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play pick, he'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Achan. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Take it in. Middle of the end zone. And well done. See what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go with that one. Let's get it to the sideline. And look to see 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Achan. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup tag. 1st down, Miami. Clock's ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He's hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Christian Barmore getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. This has been bizarre. They're 2nd in a mile. A huge game, but still short of a 1st down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Tag as he delivered it there. The pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he's good. And at one last time here, late in the opening half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He's got Douglas going deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Dolphins offense going to have the 1st crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. And he'll be met to the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the 1st half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the 2nd to get this ball carrier going. This last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's up the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. The breakdown coming up now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Achan. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop the throw. He'll let this go deep, but did.
Taking this actually about to cut soon. Oh, straight down. Thinking about to cut in front of the dude, cut late. Man, I heard.
The offense to get started on their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a bounce for this one is caught by the receiver. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's good. Dolphins. First down.
Back to throw. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
At the 30-yard line.
Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. On the draw with H.F. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They go.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
And they're all over him again. He goes down once more. Christian Barmore. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for H.F. Down the right sideline. Pretty touchdown.
That was luck.
Ready to get back to work. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Goes down to his right.
Come on, man. How slow that was.
He's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Here comes 2nd down. Throw it behind his back, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as we complete it. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Forget about it. They're gonna lose more yardage there. Good job out of the defense, and it's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And they had to take the chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots. Down on the scoreboard. 70 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious jeopardy as they got it 1st and 10. That one is caught. That's Chris Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Here's the Patriots. They continue their winning ways to win. sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the first carry here for the on-A-Jack. And a nice run there. He was just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. So play caller's dream, 2nd and inches. They'll run with A-Jack. He's going to go backward, take it down at the 6. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the first down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Now, faking the give. Lucas Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dolphins.
A run, and it's A-Jack. He's going to get nothing right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings it 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground if they can. And I think his way forward. The gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Out of the gun. Here's throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 15. Good for a Dolphins first down. 15.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
2nd and 10. Well, look to throw. Oh, it's going to be fired out and taken down. They got it. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Interceptions on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Ball deep for the end zone.
Dang.
Ball incomplete. Upward standing there.
Man. Right. Oh, man.
Their way out to take over once more. They got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. All I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Where's that wide? That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. He was going to head up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are running.
Nobody knows, right? Huh?
Take over possession of the football. action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Key to a good quarterback scramble is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. He doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime lose. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to get the plays where they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll throw out the gun. Back into the hands of Davis. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it fourth down. Going to take over just before the half. To the air now on first and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that first down. No movement from the front team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now thrown deep for Bell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. We'll get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL in the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, and teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining. So when you get opportunities in certain down and distances, in certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, like, it doesn't happen automatically. You don't decide to go for it on fourth down. Or at least I'll say the good teams
Come on, catch the ball.
They knew they were going for it on fourth down 3 places. They knew on first and 10, this was 4 down territory. So first down, second down, third down, the play caller is using that information to say, I need 4 down, so I don't need to get any ball.
The offense to get started on their next drive. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw.
Hey, every time you up, dude, come on. time to miss.
Back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball. Ready to see what they can do. Off the play pick.
Soon coming.
Back inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, keep calling.
That's what to do now. It is 2nd and long. Rolling now from the gun. Left side, he's got Bell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll drop the throw. Rush to his right, taking off and trying to get there. He is dangerous when the play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Egypt. And that one shuts down pretty quickly. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking in the middle, and he's got Esmeralda. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. This one, take it in, 5 Bell. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. We got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Well run with H.A. He's looking around right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain. On 2nd and 10, though, try to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Right here down the field. With ball.
Well, that's
Pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. It really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll set up to throw. They're trying to hit him with a screen.
He's not running farther over there. Yeah, bro, you running wrong. Running wrong, bro. He's punching.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And I got a dream team wide receivers
Around here with H.A. Closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. Whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both running and pass.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Moving outside the pocket.
Come on, throw it, bro! Man, I'm pressing A like, come on.
He's finger dropping for a sack. And that will bring up 4th down. And the defense, they see the clock too. They're not going to move here. And we get to the 2-minute warning. Dragging on it back for the conclusion in a moment. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Pass interference. Defense.
back out to the field for their next possession. And this one really all over Pop shouting, one timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. And the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort and come away with the victory.
It's a new week in Miami, and coming up are the Philadelphia Eagles. Their pass rush is a quarterback's nightmare. He'll be on a ticking clock all game.
We are about 15 miles worth of downtown Miami. set up to throw. Now he'll run. That'll be forced out of bounds. Just as radio short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8. From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. On the ground, here is H.M. This defense all over this one. They get it down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Gonna ready to see the football for the second time. Craig, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
The league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, this was a running back leg league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then
pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Now a screen set up for H.M. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down. Will. They're trying out for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. His caught. That's pushed down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 down, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to H.M. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, faking the give. Oh, chances on that one would bounce around, but it falls incomplete. This will be 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Good start this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is H.M. He tries to chase his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. See what they have for 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. With play calling rhythm, drive continues. Another 1st and 10. 31-yard line. A run up the middle with H.M. Full pocket to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to push the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. So the Eagles use their first time out here. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it. Back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chain. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush. Yes. Oh, he goes down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced it. And the offense to get started on their next drive. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Right side with Hines has Merrick. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
That's hot downfield by Diggs.
It was a big time answer by this offense, and they were.
God's the field for their next possession. Now they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll be out. It's a nice game, though.
Let's get him to get open.
Of 7.
Dude,
So, 37. Here's second down and 3.
come on.
One incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating
Come
the man
on,
from the
man.
ball, and it'll bring up third down. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and the defense will get tough to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Left side.
Go, boy. Go, boy.
And the big play's going to get even bigger. Penalty flags come in. We're going to get a face mask tacked onto this one.
Automatic first down.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice game there. On first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
The tackle lead at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
He looks to throw. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Marvin Mims. Ready to get back at it. They'll start the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on first and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And he winds up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Now after the play, it'll stop and we have an injured Dolphin. Here's second and 6. Off the play action. He'll set up to throw.
Come on, man.
They get to him and
Nice
bring him
speed
down.
going, man.
Jordan Davis in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down. And he just gets rid of this one. To the sideline, it is incomplete. He did not. Down on the scoreboard. 1:54 remain. How will this play out? We'll watch. They come up for first down. That's right. That's made. That's down. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Grenard, his second sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll try and get there on the ground.
It's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And with that, get the first down. They were forced to go for it, but it's going to work out for them.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Pass, caught down. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And 3 yards to go.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Complete to Dennis Miller. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.